I want to welcome the president of XPO's LTL Division, Mario Harik. Mario, thank you so much for being with us. Now, I know that one of XPO's primary business units is LTL, or less than truckload. What does that mean, and why is that so important?
You got it, Adrienne. First, thanks so much for having me on this morning. So our business, we're one of the largest truck carriers in North America. And the less than truckload means that whenever, as a shipper, you don't have enough freight to fill a full trailer of goods, you move your freight with a less than truckload carrier. And this is where we would pick up certain pallets of freight or smaller shipments, and we consolidate them in our locations. And we have roughly 290 locations across the country. We consolidate your freight with other customers' freight, get it to a destination, and do a local delivery. And today we have more than 12,000 drivers on our team, about 8,000 tractors, 25,000 trailers, and 290 locations to move the freight for our customers.
That's pretty amazing. How quickly have you been able to staff up, especially in light of the trucker driver shortage?
Well, labor shortages have been an issue for many industries. And for us in the trucking industry, it's all about drivers. Drivers move goods for customers. And I really want to first take a small moment here to thank all of our drivers across the country and all the drivers of all the carriers, because these folks have kept the economy moving. Everything from what we eat to what we wear to the chair we sit on, all came on a truck. So what we have done on our end to counter the shortage of drivers in the industry, one, it comes to benefits and the benefits we offer our drivers, starting off with each one of our drivers get to sleep home every single day. So they get to go back and spend time with their family and loved ones, as opposed to being on the road for days at a time. We also offer competitive pay. Many of our drivers earn more than 6 figures compensation. In the Chicago area where you visited, many of our drivers are typically on base income alone are north of $83,000 a year in terms of overall compensation. And also a lot of great benefits that are very competitive in the industry as a whole. We also operate our own driver schools. We have more than 130 locations where we run driver schools, and we recruit folks who want to get into the industry to be able to earn their CDL license with us, that truck driving license with us, and be able to move freight for XPO.
How has the supply chain affected your business?
But we're seeing the demand we're seeing in the industry as a whole. Today we have 2 broad categories of customers: industrial customers. So these are folks who are either manufacturing products, moving all the way from auto companies to industrial manufacturing plants. And that economy as a whole is still very much in recovery. So we're seeing very strong demand from customers in that area. And then we also have exposure to the consumer, where we help retailers move freight into distribution facilities, into stores as well. And we've all seen the high demand on retail, especially on the e-commerce side, which is also increasing the amount of demand we're seeing in our business.
One more question for you. What would you like America to know about truck drivers that we might not know, just based on lifestyle and the sacrifices made to actually drive a truck like these?
Yeah, being a truck driver, it's a pretty tough job. You are on the road constantly. You are driving a very big rig down the road, so safety is incredibly important. You're picking up freight from customer locations. You're delivering freight. So it's a pretty tough job. And I would say for anybody who's listening, if you see a truck driver at a truck stop, thank them for all the work they are doing to keep our economy moving as a whole. And for those of you who want to contemplate a career in trucking, it's a great career to be in. You get competitive wages. In our case, you get to sleep at your home every single night. You can earn upwards of 6 figures overall compensation. And by the way, we would pay for your tuition if you go through one of our schools to earn your CDL license and become a truck driver.
Amazing. What an opportunity. And I know we enjoyed meeting some of those truck drivers at your company who were extremely pleased with their decision to join your staff. Mario, thank you so much for being with us. Continued success.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.